Hi. Right, we've got the acrylic out of the way. 2 days of it, or 3 days actually. I'm going to do a version of that. The skies going over today are very similar to that. A bit more defined, but maybe we can rectify that. So a lake district scene, I'll put a bit more colour in than that. But something like that. I just want to get out of the habit of doing the acrylics now. So there I'm watching to see how many hits I get on my 3 videos on the long shadow and sunlit trees, parts 1 and 2, and the epilogue, part 3. That's only 3 minutes, so have a look at it. Let me know what you think. Okay, so I'll go straight in, I won't do any drawing. I'll wet the paper all over. It's a Fabriano, £130. Back to the comfort zone. 15 by 11 inches, whatever that is in metric. It's good paper for the wetting wet. So we'll put in some burnt sienna, I think. Let's just give it a bit of a clean. So, usual colours: lemon yellow, dirty lemon yellow, raw sienna, alizarin crimson, light red, ultramarine, burnt umber, paint grey, and burnt sienna, which is a lovely, nice colour. Let's just get it in. Water there. And we'll go in with the sky of ultramarine, I think, and Payne's grey. And a bit of alizarin in there. Nice and thick. I get the thick paint. Well, I've touched the light red then. The light's going now. When the brush splits, just touch it in the water and then just play around with it till you get a nice edge. Pull out any loose hairs. Right, okay. So that'll do. That's a bit of a reflection of the sky in there. Right, so colours, just put in some distant mountains. Bit of burnt sienna in there as well. Oh, yeah. So it's just and we'll put some laying back a bit more now with it in blue. Vary the colours in here. Good thick paint now going across. Bit of sienna in there. You need a cloth to take off the excess moisture. So detail on that, on the horizon there, we've put in. I've sort of cut the paper in so I meant to come down a bit lower than that, but anyway. Got nice and thick. So burnt sienna, that's my choice. And remember that the darker you do these bits, you can lift out some lights, the sails and rocks and stuff. Right, we'll go across here. Some good thick paints here. Bit of sienna in there as well. Right, just continue the horizon foliage. What's here? My horizon's going slightly downhill, but if it ever sees a frame, it won't matter because you can always jog it about a bit. Right, that's nice and flat. The sky is quite reasonable. Now, I'm just going to etch out a couple of little bits of detail. Trees. Just little flecks here, just to show some silver birches or some bleached trunks. Just bring that down into there. I'm going to probably cover this up. I'll see where we go. Right. Well, it's a rocky shore. Lots of colour, so I'm going to use my burnt sienna, raw sienna, a bit of ultramarine, a bit of water on the brush, a bit of light red, get the good colours in here, this nice warm, rich, dark, bit of burnt umber in there. The idea is when you scrape out, you've got lots of underlying colours in the rocks. So some some grass coming up here. More dark. Right, rock time. It's just right, okay. Okay, nothing more than that really, just etch in some grass. Yeah, but then you've got a picture. Just very simple. I'll do a little bit of. I'll give it a dry. Hold your ears. The tip came off me hairdryer. Excuse me. A load of massive wires on the floor here. Right, okay. I'll get my rigger, or a rigger, my big rigger, a rigger. I'm just going to put in some twigs, branches sticking out of the water. Oh. Show some reflections. It's just a way of showing water by putting reflections in. Oops, we've got to get them right. And they just look wet. So we've got this red colour here. Let's just put that in. Okay. Right, let's get a bit of a darker, warm dark. I mean, bring that down there. Coming into the picture from the outside. Just a bit of texture, the foreground, grasses, just use the edge of the rigger as well, just a point. Does lovely things. Okay, let's start for there. Bit of toilet tissue. Let's call it what it is. And I'm going to just lift out some sails. I've done this so many times, but I like doing them. It gives a bit of interest on that horizon. I try to preserve some sort of sense of mystery in all the paintings. The one I've just done, it was a friend of my son's, asked me if I would do it. But I really had struggle with trying to get the light right. It was a bright day, but late afternoon sunlight, and I don't think I quite got it. But the thing is, when you're asked to do something on a photograph, the person who wants the painting knows how they want it. So you end up trying to do a photographic copy because that's what they like. That's their emotional attachment to the scene because I took the photograph. And it just gets in the way of originality, really, because you can't paint the way you want to paint. I don't like painting photographically. Okay, so we've got that. Put the voids in. A bit of blue. Okay, that'll do. Put a signature on it. It's hard to run with a long brush like this. Right, well that's all I'm going to do on that. Just a very quiet, quick watercolour, just to get me in a better mood. I was spending 7 hours on painting. It's formidable. Right, a bit of masking tape. I'm all at sea now. I haven't set up to acrylic. Oh, the sun's come out. It's beautiful skies. See, we look at the skies, don't we? We don't worry if the fact it's raining. It's just the light in the sky. I might give you a little treat and show you what I'm looking at. Well, let's just get that horizon straight there. Well, there we are. So let's just pull these out a little bit. Right, there we are. There. So that is the painting. What I'm going to do now, if you don't mind, I'm going to take my camera off and I'm going to show you what I'm actually looking at when I paint a lot of my skies. Oops, just unattached. Don't worry about the houses or the washing, but I'm looking up at these skies going on. Now we're looking south from my studio. Oh, I've got all these lovely skies, so I'll never run out of ideas. Look up rather than down. So that's the south. These are the skies. This is the mess. This is my north sky, looking out towards London. Crystal Palace over there, but we're on the outskirts of London, in suburbia. So I'm very lucky. I have all of this. So if I want to sky, I just look up and think, oh, that's lovely. Okay, back to the painting. I'll zoom in a little bit and you can see. Sorry about the shaky camera, but I thought you'd like to see what I'm looking at. But unfortunately, I'm not looking at views like this, but I imagine them. My ideal landscape. You can make up where you'd like to be. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.